we speak of entrusting our will and our lives to God, we're touching something profoundly human. Every one of us yields ourselves to something, whether we realize it or not. The real question is not whether we give ourselves over, but to what kind of power we do so. Scripture reminds us that trusting in anything less than God ultimately collapses. Cursed is the one who trusts in man, but blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. Jeremiah chapter 17, verses 5-7. The human heart often turns towards things that promise relief, yet leave us emptier than before. These false sources offer temporary escape, but deepen our captivity. And in our moments of desperation, they whisper comfort, but ultimately take more than they give. In contrast, God invites us to place our lives under the care of the one who does not deceive, diminish, or abandon. The Lord is a shelter for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. Psalm chapter 9, verses 9-10. Scripture consistently reveals him not as an idea, but a refuge. One who provides presence rather than illusion, truth rather than pretense, stability rather than collapse. When David cried, "When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I, for you are my safe refuge." Psalms chapter 61, verses 2-3. Acknowledge that we cannot anchor ourselves in our own strength. We need something, someone greater than the storm within us. Placing our lives under God's care is not losing ourselves. It is discovering the true context in which our will was designed to function. It's aligning our deepest longings with the one who fashioned them. And it is receiving the clarity that comes when we are no longer trying to carry what only God can hold. This way of living is not passive, it's active, relational, and transformative. What we often hand over to destructive habits, we can now entrust to a source that heals rather than harms. Instead of running to old patterns that promise strength but weaken us, we can approach a God who actually restores what's broken. The shift doesn't erase our responsibility, it empowers it. When we live under God's steady care, we gain the structure, boundaries, and strength needed to act wisely. We move from being driven by whatever numbs our pain to making choices rooted in truth and love. Through it all, God's character remains constant. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8. He does not disappear with our trouble. He meets us there. He becomes a safe place where our overwhelmed hearts can rest, the shelter where healing and growth become possible. In giving ourselves over to Him, we finally find what every heart is longing for, a refuge that does not collapse under the weight of our need.